Hello, welcome to this week's video. Just going to jump straight in, going to do some work with the new compressor that I showed in my last video that some of you were keen to see being put through its paces. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks. One or two of you in the review that I did of it were a little concerned whether not having an air tank would affect the performance of this. So I guess we'll find out in this video. I have sealed this because ash I find soaks the stain in and you get a lot of the grain showing through, and that's not something I really want to emphasize in this piece. So I'm just going to try to do fairly thin lines, and I'm going to use just ordinary post-it notes as my masking agent this time, and see how we get on. I'll probably mix up some colours as well this time, rather than using just straight from the bottle. I think I'll start off with the blue and then put some white into it and keep diluting it as I go round. Rattling noise of the compressor is it moving against a tool, not to be too alarmed. That's awful. How is it so hard to control this little finger? Okay. Almost disastrous. But if we just look upon this as a way of testing out the compressor, then I'm moderately happy with the end result. Moderately happy probably means a bit gutted. I've got to have a lot more practice, a lot more sensitive control needed with the airbrush. And as you can hear, the compressor is absolutely doing fine without having an air tank on it. So in this part here, it's that light colour just under the purple, and it just strengthens that, gives it a bit more vibrancy. And as you know, I quite like vibrancy, so and what I was saying earlier about mistakes, I mean these bits, once there's a body of colour on there, there's a bit more body and thickness to it, do they fade away a bit? Or do they look like monstrous carbuncles on the face of a dear friend? There you go, not had that expression for a while. Okay, now I've got to resist the temptation to put sanding sealer on this to seal the colour and then lacquer while it's still wet. It will run and it will destroy all the effect that we've worked so painstakingly and accurately to build up. You can't see the tongue in my cheek, can you? So I'm going to leave this to dry, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow morning if I'm up early enough before work to put some sealer on that so that I can do the lacquering when I get home. Okay, well thanks very much for watching the video. Hope it was interesting. Hope you enjoyed the tryout of the new compressor, because that was the point of it all. And here is the compressor in question. It performed very, very well. I was very happy with it. The only mistake I made with it was to put it on this bench where one of my cameras is positioned as well, and so when the pump was running and it was vibrating, the camera started to vibrate, so that's why some of the shots when I was spraying it are a bit shaky, but hope that didn't spoil your fun. Okay, I'm going to take it off the lathe, take it outside where the light's a bit better, although it does look like rain as well, and get a few shots of it, put some close-ups and some still images at the end of it, as I normally do, so you can see the effect of the stain in more detail. And thanks for watching, and if it's your first time here, it'd be great if you could subscribe, and I love getting comments and do my best to reply to all of them. Okay, thanks again. Bye bye.